Welcome to the M&M Sports Channel. We're your hosts, Matt,
And Mike,
coming at you with our favorite picks from the Gridiron every week.
our mandate is to give you our best pick, whether it's props, parlays, over under, money line, our best pick of the week. With that said, since we have a little bit of time before week one, we would love to give you our best pick for the year in total, 2025. Matt, your call.
My biggest surprise this season is the Colts. I love the move they made in the offseason. I love the upgrade of Daniel Jones at the quarterback position. I think he's a big upgrade for them. I mean, it'll be the first time he'll have real weapons aside from Saquon Barkley in New York. But Pittman as a true wide receiver number one, and I'm really excited to see Tyler Warren, the new rookie at tight end. Plus, with the offense a lot more on the field and the defense a lot less on it, I see them being a lot more effective. Plus, their over-under right now is 7.5 games. With their division right now, with playing Tennessee twice, the Jags that have a lot of question marks twice, 7.5. I see them winning 10, maybe 11 games. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoff this season.
Well, that would be a surprise. On my end, I see an overrated team. It's not a bad team. I don't think they're ready for over 8.5 wins, and it's the Chicago Bears. They're playing in a tough division. I think the best division in all of football. They have a very tough schedule. I don't see them even being close to 9 wins. So I see the under easily for the Bears this year.
So now with our big surprises set, let's move to our trophy winners, and let's start with the MVP. Mike, start us off.
Well, I love Josh Allen to repeat as MVP. Like I think they're starting the year healthy. Kincaid is ready. Josh Allen is ready for a big season. So at 5.5 to 1, I love Josh to repeat.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny because when we started talking about making our channel, we the first thing we talked about was MVP, and it told me like, hey, so who you got for MVP? I had Josh Allen as well, so I love that pick too. I mean, I don't know if you have seen Hard Knocks, but he looks playoff ready, and he looks like an MVP once again.
Also looking at the offensive player of the year, I think that this year the Bengals will be an all-out team. Their offense will have to score a lot of points to win games. So I see Joe Burrow throwing close to 5,000 yards. And who will benefit from that? I think Jamar Chase will be the offensive player of the year. At 8 to 1, I think he's a great pick for offensive player of the year. Matt, what do you think about the rookie of the year?
Well, for the offensive rookie of the year, there's a lot of talk about Genty or Travis Hunter. Well, I've got somebody who I really like. It's T-Mac, Tateroa McMillan. He's 6'5", 212, 2 big seasons. His last 2 seasons in college, over 1,300 yards. He looks like the real deal. And Bryce Young has been looking for that number 1 wide receiver with the Panthers, and I think he's perfect for that role.
Did you mention he was close to 18 to 1? That would be a great pick for him.
So we've done the offensive side of the ball. Let's move to the defensive side of the ball.
I loved him last year. He started the year with 7.5 sacks in 5 games. He's healthy again. I think he's a shoe-in for Defensive Player of the Year. I see him, well, just do the math. So he had 7.5 sacks in 5 games. If you do the math, he would be at around 23, 24 sacks.
Which would have been the record for the most sacks in the season.
I see him being very close to, if not beating the sacks record this year. And for sure his name is Aiden Hutchinson. I think he will be a great pick. He's at 6.5 to 1, and I think he has a very good shot. One of my favorite prop of the year as Defensive Player of the Year. What about the comeback player of the year, man?
Well, I'm heading to the Bay Area on this one. You know, we all know his name at the running back position. It's Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he's awesome at everything he does. He dominates every season. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with
1,000 yard rushing, 1,000 yard receiving, and why not? Maybe 1,000
passing as well.
He is a great player. The only question mark with him is,
Will he stay healthy and bouncing back from the injury, being a year, recuperating from that injury? I think he's ready to go. So now with our yearly picks done, let's switch to our week one survivors. Mike, who do you got?
well, I'll go for the first game of the week. I don't see the Cowboys being able to play with the Eagles to start the year. I see them being an easy winner for week one, so that's my pick. What about yours, Matt?
Well, I'm heading to New Orleans and I'm picking Arizona. They're favored 6.5 right now. I mean, New Orleans just look off. They have so many holes in that roster, and I think Arizona will take advantage of that.
Okay, having said that, now let's go to our bread and butter for the week and go for our best picks of week one. Let's start with that first game on Thursday. I love props in that game. I love this game. I see the Cowboys. They will be the kind of the Bengals of the NFC. I see them as being an high scoring power offense, but a weak defense. So I love the prop with the Dak over 245 yards. They will have to throw the balls to be able to compete against the Eagles. I'm not sure they will. I think the Eagles will win, but Dak will have to throw the ball at least 35 to 40 times, and that should make for an easy prop at 245. I also like the over-under. I don't see the Eagles being under 30 points if they need to. So I see the over at 46.5. What about you? So I see the final score as being the Eagles 34 and the Cowboys 20. Matt?
Well, for my first pick this season, I really like George Pickens over 54.5. I mean, the Eagles, maybe the only problem they've had in the last year or so is cornerback, especially in this off season. So I see them maybe doubling CD Lamb, and I think that would open up the field for.
Yeah, so let's move to the Friday's game. I don't like the way the Chiefs were playing last year. They had a lot of wins. They went to the Super Bowl and they had a good season. But I don't like the way they were playing as far as playing the scoreboard. I think they can be a lot more explosive. I think they need to be more explosive. And I think they understood that in the off season. I think they will score early and often against a questionable Chargers defense. I see them winning KC 27, Chargers 17. So let's take KC -3. Okay, let's move to Sunday. My first game that I love is the Bucks against the Falcons. Last year they played twice, 31-26 the first game, and the second game in OT 36-30. So I see a little bit of the same. I'm not sure about the winner. One thing I'm sure about is that there'll be a lot of touchdowns. So I love the over at 47. I see the final score being the Bucks and a squeaker 28-27. What about your first call?
Well, I'm going to Washington. I mean, Terry McLaurin is not playing good against the Giants. I mean, in the last 3 of their 4 games, he's had under 60.5, which his 2 games last season, it's 6 catches, 22 yards, and 2 catches for 19. They look like they have the same offense, plus they had that little back and forward with management. I see them not hitting 60.5 week 1.
So In my second game, I love the Bengals against the Browns. Like last year, they played twice and easily the Bengals beat the Browns. So I see a little bit of the same where the Bengals -6, I see it as the Bengals 31 and the Browns 17. Matt, your second pick.
I have CJ Stroud on this one over 230.5. I mean, the Rams don't have a good passing defense. They were one of the worst last season. And I see CJ getting back on track. I really love him at the quarterback position. And I'll see him throwing dimes all day in week 1.
Matt, remember your first pick. I love this game. The Commanders, for me, are very overrated. Last year, they had the easiest schedule of them all. They're playing a Giants team that looks weak, but they're an NFL team, and I think they're stronger than people think. I see this game being very close, and I see maybe a potential upset here. So watch out, the people, for your survivor. But I would take the Giants +6 every day of the week. Your call, Matt.
Well, for my last pick of week 1, I'm going with Pittsburgh -3. I see the big word in this game being defense. And boy, do Pittsburgh have a lot of defense to throw at the Jets. I know the over-under right now is 38, but I can't see how the Jets can score against this Pittsburgh defense.
Let's move to Sunday night. The Ravens against the Bills. Great matchup to start the year. I don't see, as same as last year, the Bills being to stop the run. So my prop for Sunday night, Henry +82.5. Okay, so let's move to the final game of the week, which is the Viking against the Bears. The Bears had a very tough time covering the tight end in every game they played last year. So my prop of the week is T.J. Hockenson +41.5. That should be a shoo-in to finish the week. Matt?
Well, with our props done for week 1, we'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys Wednesday at noon for week 2.
Please subscribe or press the thumbs up.